All right, we got some dudes doing some fishing. Have you guys caught anything yet?
Yeah.
Oh, they got some.
Just so you guys know, you can only have 5 fish on a stringer. If you put 6, they'll fine you big time.
Things you see in Appalachian land, South Carolina. Kim and I had pulled off the highway to talk to a cool dude named Frank. You'll meet Frank later. Anyways, Frank was like, let's go to the creek. So we went down there, and there's some Russian dudes down there pulling way too many fish out. We were like, you're going to get busted out here. Game warden doesn't mess around. I don't think they spoke English. Whatever. We spent 24 hours driving around rural South Carolina's Appalachian land on a cold day in late fall. Here's the route we took. We ended up here at the North Carolina state line and went across the state over to Georgia. It's about 110 miles. We kept hearing about this part of South Carolina that most people don't know about. Mountain folk and windy roads and churches and good food and affordable small towns. Everybody wants to come to South Carolina now. They don't even know that this part of the state's an option. Well, it is. And I'm going to show you what we saw that day right now. South Carolina. On a cold, dreary day. That's just the way it is. It's so cold, even the horses have coats on. All right, rural South Carolina. We got the hay rack for all the farmer type people. We got the marathon. Everybody's gassing up. This is what it looks like out here. A lot of you didn't know South Carolina looked like this, but it does. You got your chew spit on the ground. Lots of chew, man. Oh my God, look at all this chew. All right, I've never really seen this before. I haven't paid too much attention, but I do this for a living. This is how redneck it is up here. Racing fuel, $9.80 a gallon. We're on the corner of Hunting Country Road and Red Fox Road. This is how they roll up here in South Carolina. This area up here in the Carolina foothills is horse country, mister. Equestrian, fox hunting, regular hunting, it's farmland. There's a lot of space and a lot of dough up here, way more than you'd think. These aren't rednecks. These folks are loaded. All right, if this doesn't show you how equestrian-y and horse country-y it is out here, that is a horse hospital out here in rural South Carolina. All right, folks, we got Nick and Kim here from rural South Carolina. Say hi, Kim.
What's up, YouTube?
Kim, a lot of people don't know. Give me this really quick. I'm going to show you really quick. Look at, there she is. That's the beautiful camera girl that everybody always likes to see. Okay, she wasn't happy. All right, so we're in a very special place right now. We're in rural South Carolina, or am I? I'm in North Carolina now. This is the dividing line between the two states. You know I'm a sucker for all this stuff where you get weird boundaries. So technically I'm straddling the two state lines. Well, I'm gonna spend most of my time here in this video in rural South Carolina. Now, a lot of people think South Carolina is cotton fields and golf courses and Myrtle Beach. It is not just that. Look around me, folks. South Carolina has a lot more than that. And we're gonna start right now here, as you can see, in horse country, right in the foothills, South Carolina you never knew existed. Here we go, folks. And here comes our first person that we're gonna talk to. Her name is Kim, and she runs an equestrian farm. And here she comes right here. And she's on the South Carolina side.
So yeah, we are 3.5 hours from the beach. So we're in upstate South Carolina.
Yeah.
And so we tend to think of it as the Carolinas because we're brothers and sisters with Western North Carolina. So, for instance, there are 3 fox hunts around here, and all 3 of them are in North Carolina, but half the members are from South Carolina, right? So we go back and forth. I shop in North Carolina. I grocery shop in North Carolina. So, and on the left are the upper barns, and then you can just skip that because they're just barns.
Yeah.
But when you keep going, the next driveway is the entrance to the competition facility. And so this competition facility is great because they have rodeos and show jumping and eventing and dressage, and they have like all the horse sports, and it's used all the time. There's almost something every weekend.
And there's a lot of this up here, and people wouldn't think that the Carolinas, South Carolina especially, had this culture.
Right? Oh, there's a huge culture here. A bunch of fox hunters, here we go again with the fox hunters, found this land and they're like, it's beautiful, we want to live here. And then a friend brought a friend down, brought a friend down, brought a friend down, brought a friend down. And that's how this got developed, primarily by fox hunters. Some polo players, but not as much, and some steeplechase people. I was house shopping recently, and the market actually leveled out. Like it stopped increasing, and then it started to decrease, and you started to see things coming down. Not, not like, precipitous drop, but like the bubble sort of just condensed itself. So things got a little more reasonable. So that is happening. That's a thing.
Down the road mid-morning, we came to Little Landrum. Now, I showed you Landrum in another video. It's just about as peachy keen, small town, vanilla ice cream as it gets in this state. Wonderful people, hardworking, good values. There's 2,400 people here, but it's growing fast. People here are worried about that. There's hardly anywhere the kids can afford to live now, damn it. And they host the biggest Christmas parade in South Carolina. They say it gets to be 2 miles long. Okay, so late morning we left horse country and we headed even deeper into South Carolina's strange, cloudy, foggy land. Our first stop was lunch, and it wasn't very good.
Hey, there's a stop sign.
Okay, so we're coming up on a classic favorite chain. What there is to do up here. This is Spinks. All right, we're in luck, people. We're gonna show you the famous Spinks. It's a big deal up here. So Spinks was founded by a guy in the late 70s who took over an old Shell station, not this particular Spinks, took over an old Shell station and turned it around and named it Spinks. And then over time, made this a monopoly. This is like the biggest monopoly gas station convenience store in upstate South Carolina. It is not that cold. That guy just ran. There's 100 Spinkses throughout the area now, and they're a big deal. Anyway, they're known for car washes and chicken. Let's go inside and see what the chicken's all about. Oh, they have legendary chicken nuggets. I did not know what that was about. Here we go, folks, inside a Spinks. Just your typical kind of convenience store / chicken restaurant. Look at this. Oh my God. This is gonna be a treat. Gas station chicken. It's more than that. It's an experience. Oh my goodness.
What is this business? Look.
That's the Spink sauce. He says it's better than Zaxby's. I mean, it's good. I don't eat this stuff very often, so I don't know how to compare it to Zaxby's or anybody else. It's good. It's not like life-changing or anything. Spink's chicken, not licking. My fingers, it's bad. Another Nick Johnson original song.
There'll be no detours in heaven, no rough road along the way.
Upstate South Carolina is way different than the rest of the state. There's no cotton fields here. There's no beautiful beaches. It's rolling hills, windy roads, trees, mountains, small towns, good people. This whole state is booming. In fact, it's now the fastest growing state of all. You can see why. It's cheap, it's warm, well, kinda, not today. It's conservative, mister, so people want to be here. There's still a lot of deals up here. It can be pretty cheap living, but that's changing fast because word's out. People like me are coming here and showing everybody. You can get homes up here just like this for about 250 grand, but it's going up, and I guarantee you it's not going to be like this for long. If you want to move here, if you see something you like in this video, email me. I can hook you up with realtors in this area. Get in now before the getting's not good. But I'll tell you, it's not exciting up here or anything. There aren't any beaches. There's no theme parks, no big malls. I think that's why people here like it. And I think that's why you might like it too. Look at this little Christmas tree farm up here. Is that a bear? The dog's name is Bear?
Yeah.
He looks like a bear. I thought it was a little baby bear.
Yeah, that's his name, Little Bear.
Little Bear, that's his name. I was like, I think that's a bear cub. He's like, that's his name. What's your name?
Buzz Cleveland.
All right, Buzz. Talk to me about rural South. What's it like up here?
That's wonderful up here. It's good place to live, good people. Most of us are what you call Appalachians. So we think common sense is the way you ought to run your life. But I'm a native. My family's been from up around these parts for a couple hundred years. So I like it, like the people. And other than an occasional hurricane or wildfire, it's a great place to live. Well, I would hope that we keep our identity up here and don't get too overpopulated or too much traffic, or the folks live up here are living here for a reason, and they don't want big city problems, and they like the rural way of life, and they take care of themselves. So
How are folks getting by up here?
pretty good. I mean, I don't know what I'm retired, so I'm not involved with the local workforce in any way, but I assume people are working and making a living. There's a lot of farming, things like that.
Is this in glaze?
Waffle House. Now, as you may or may not know, South Carolina grows a lot of fruit. Peaches, in particular, are known. There's apples here too, and way up in the foothills, we came across McGregor Orchard. It's an apple orchard, certified South Carolina grown apples that are not growing right now because it's almost winter. Oh, there's another church. You'll be driving around back here, and there's signs on the side of the road for churches. Like you'd have like road signs. This is another Baptist church here. How are folks getting along out here nowadays?
With the economy and
Yeah.
everything, there are a lot of people that are having to go to food banks. They are working full time, and they are, just trying to get along, piece by piece. The church helps whenever they can. That is another big staple. It's harder. It truly is harder about knowing that you're working 40 hours a week and your money doesn't go as far as you normally do. Like with Christmas, some people are going to have a harder time at Christmas. We know that. I mean, younger families and stuff. But sometimes I think it'd be better if we just went back to the old ways of Christmas, where you're not having to, I need the very best thing. I think like being together with family is a huge thing. That's what we do with ours. We try not to celebrate the 25th because it has gotten to the point of it's kind of crazy. We do like the old Christmas, which is January 7th. And when we come down here together, we find something to do together. We find some kind of craft to do together, just spending time eating, enjoying each other's company, and not worrying about having to buy, a Nintendo game here or, some kind of other expensive thing there. It's just one of those things of it's just easier.
Well, doesn't that put things in a perspective, folks? I think so this is where we were gonna go. Oh, they're open. All right, Marcy Joe's. All right, testing the microphone. All right, we are on the side of the highway in rural South Carolina, upstate. It is noon, and it is 42 degrees. It's a cold day, and this is a place called Penny Lou's Gift Shop and Marcy Joe's Gift Shop. I don't know if they're competing. I don't know if they're in it together here. They served our country. There's a Marine flag. Thank you very much. It's a little country store on the side of the road in South Carolina. This is what it looks like. Gifts, cookies, sundries.
This is Cleveland, South Carolina. It's a very small community in northern part of Greenville County, and most beautiful place on earth. We have 6 state parks, 2 national forests, Lakes Kiwi and Jocassee nearby, and it's the most beautiful country in the world. And what else you want to know?
How are folks getting by up here in this part of the state?
It's just incredible, man. It's just, we like to hide, but we can't anymore. The secret's out, and people are coming in. It's disgusting, really. It's sad. A business owner, you'd want more business, but I kind of don't anymore. So the people are coming in droves, and they really are.
How about you?
I'm from Washington State originally,
Yeah.
so I'm used to diversity and that sort of thing. So I don't like when it's not normalized, and some people around here, they're not used to it. So people around here just need a little bit of time.
Yeah, so they're pretty set in their ways, conservative.
Yeah, but it definitely, I've been here for over 10 years now, and it definitely has improved quite a bit.
Okay.
So with some time and stuff, it will change eventually, but every little person around here, they need their own time. Yeah.
So it's literally just peanuts boiled in hot water.
Yes, it is. Like, instead of cooking them by dry roasting it,
Yes.
it is boiled in water and cooked that way. These ones, they're just real plain, like, cooked. Some people will do, like, Cajun style, like, all sorts of different seasonings. But these ones are just nice, simple, plain.
It's a soft.
It's squishy.
Squishy. See, that's good. I feel like the first time we tried it, we got some like side of the road stuff that was not.
No, it was pre-bagged. It did not come out of a pot.
This is pretty good. I can see why people like this. All right, guys, so super quick. I've already shown you some interviews in this video. We've interviewed a ton of people across the country so far, and a lot of times the entire interview doesn't make it into the video. We have to cut it into parts or shorten it for length. And Kim and I got to talking, and we're like, well, why don't we start another channel where we just put the unedited interviews in their complete form? So we have another channel that you can subscribe to now. You should go and subscribe. It's called Interviews Across America. Unedited, raw, real people talking about their lives and where they live and everything. You're going to love it. I know you will. So subscribe. The link's in the description, or just search Interviews Across America.
I already subscribed. You should too.
So it was early afternoon, and we had already talked to a lot of people and had seen quite a lot. Our next stop was Little Pickens, South Carolina. Now this place has seen kind of better days. It's cheap here though. Small town South Carolina life for you. This was also an old railroad town and a cotton mill town. South Carolina was a big cotton growing state. That's what defined South Carolina for a long time, and that's why there were so many slaves here. But we don't do those things anymore. Come on now. All those factories have closed. They moved overseas so that you can have cheap socks and t-shirts. Blame NAFTA, blame China and Mexico and Guatemala and Walmart and modern technology that these towns didn't or couldn't invest in. Corporate conglomerates sold us out to overseas companies. Damn it, that sucks. All right, we're driving around out here, and the cell signal is down. The Verizon towers are down, so we're lost, literally lost in Appalachian land. A lot of times we say, you can see the screen is blank. So we're literally lost in Appalachian land. We've been getting some instructions, and here, what is this right here? Okay, yeah, we need to pull over. There's a dude carving.
A whole bunch of them.
Oh, they're carving things
Coming in hot.
with chainsaws. All right, so we're maybe getting lost is a good thing.
Yeah.
All right, we're on the side of the highway, and there's people doing some chainsaw stuff. Carving things out of chainsaws. Well, if this ain't Appalachia for you.
Yeah, right here. Right there. Press down. You don't have to He-Man, just don't let it move.
All right, so the dreary lost day picked up a little bit. This is some stuff. I mean, it's not the most. If you get off the main road, you've seen some of this stuff before. It is cool. You don't really see it. Well, actually, I mean, it depends. If you live where I used to live, they don't have any of this stuff out in California. All right, we got Frank here. You're a legend in this area, Frank.
Yeah, I'm bad. But the legend is my dog.
Your dog, where's she at?
Lady, come on out here.
Lady.
She won't listen to you.
Okay, look at her.
Sit down and relax. I need a screwdriver. Give me the screwdriver, right there. Get that, no, the screwdriver. Hey, that's it. Oh, bring it up here. Now go get the pliers. Oh, you're gonna get the hammer instead? Find something you like to do and do it. Nothing is easy. The carving's not easy. I've injured myself dozens of times. I still got all my fingers. One smaller than the other one. I literally cut it all the way across like this. I lost part of that one. Then I injured here and here. This one's a little stubby. Right there, I took off a piece. But yeah, it's a job. So you can tell this is all flooded area that I had when Helena come through here.
Oh, yeah, the hurricane flooded a lot of this, huh?
All of this.
All of your stuff came up all the way up in here.
Yeah, it was up to here. In here, you can see the line right here.
Yep.
That's where all my tools were, all of them. And so a lot of them are damaged. There's a bunch of them up there that I did. This is, I gotta finish them up, but this is a climbing bear. It hangs. I'll put a hole here, and then you just set them up on a tree or a post. You use a lag bolt and that. So I gotta put his eyes and his claws and stuff in. I made that last night.
How long did it take you just to do the outline here? The rough?
I can usually, if I get back in the swing of things, because I had that Bell palsy, it makes me still dizzy. It takes me about an hour to do this.
Oh my God, that's fast.
Yeah, that's why I quit the job. Because, and we charge base price on most everything is $150 a foot.
Okay, and you just discovered that you just had a natural love and talent for making.
Settle down, not the love, but yeah, I've done all kinds of stuff. I mean, used to run restaurants, financial services, computer tech. So everywhere I go, I start a new career just to keep life interesting. So, yeah, if I move to Ecuador, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'll figure it out when I get there. If I go, I'm not going to go now to Ecuador. I'll find someplace else to go and frolic through the forest.
Kim and I kept moving down the road on this cold, dreary, late fall day. We saw a lot of old railroad textile towns that are trying to redefine themselves. Some of these old towns have turned to tourism, and some of the other ones are like, we don't want that crap here. They aren't rich up here in these parts, but most people we met seem to be happy. Away from you and me land. All right, we are on the side of the highway here, and we got a big barbecue truck right here on the side of the road. Someone's hustling. We're gonna see if I can talk to him. We're gonna get some barbecue for sure. Come on. What's your name, sir?
I'm Fred.
Fred, you got a barbecue truck out here?
Yes, Freddie B's Barbecue.
Talk to me about the barbecue in the Carolinas. It's an important part of the area. It's like it's a big deal.
Well, a lot of people love barbecue, but
hold it up here.
Everybody can't cook barbecue. You know, let it be told, everybody can't cook barbecue. You gotta. It's not one of those you can take and flip a hamburger and say it's done. Barbecue takes hours.
Now, how you getting by, man? Doing this, you doing pretty good. I hear that folks they say everybody's starting to struggle more now these days. How are you doing?
Well, times is hard right now. You know, the prices of everything is going up, and you know, you just try to take and maintain if you can. Right now, this time of year, December, that's a slow month for us. So, try to make it through the winter time and get to the spring, and everything will get better.
What advice would you give young people?
This got to be your passion. It can't be something you like to do. You know, you got to love to cook to take and get into this. This is a lot of work. It's not 9 to 5. My day starts at 5 in the morning. I go to bed at 11 o'clock some nights. Sometimes it's later. So it's not, if you ain't passionate about cooking, don't try this. This ain't about the money. You got to be passionate about cooking.
How did you get into this?
I've been cooking most of my life. I was cooking in the Marine Corps. I got out of the Marine Corps, I kept cooking. And I've been cooking ever since. I've had 2 or 3 other trailers that one of my buddies built for me over the years before I got this one. I'm gonna retire one day. I've been saying it for 20 years. I still cooking.
You were telling me about the areas changing. You got a lot of housing developments coming in.
Well, South Carolina is getting a lot of folks from up north, out west. They moving in South Carolina, and they housing development, they building them everywhere. If there's an empty lot, they putting a house on it.
And you said you saw there's not even, sometimes they're renting them out. They're not.
Oh yeah. A lot of houses not for sale nowadays around here. Some of them, most of them is like for rent. Brand new house for rent. I don't know about that one.
Why are they doing that, you think?
Well, I guess if they got the money, they can take and hold on to it and rent it out.
Can I look inside? Can you show me in there for a sec? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Let's just real quick. If there's something you don't want me to show, just tell me, All right. Coming in here. Oh, this is where you do the cooking in here.
Yeah, that's the big smoker area there.
Oh my goodness. You got a lot into this rig, huh?
Oh yeah.
How long you been doing this?
Oh, about 30 years.
30 years. What's up, guys?
How you doing?
We're just gonna take a quick peek in here. All right. So this is where the magic happens in here?
Yeah, that's where a lot of the cooking goes on in.
All right.
There's a lot of prep work, cook.
Yeah?
Yes.
And you get started at 5 a.m. in here?
Oh, yeah.
Like in this, and you do it in...
Well, a lot of times I start the smoker and get it going and get stuff cooking.
Yeah, man. Well, this is cool. This is your office right here.
This is my office.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness, look at this sandwich barbecue from Freddie himself, veteran owned, cool dude, tough macho guy. Served in the Marines, and he makes a damn good sandwich. You have to get off the beaten path to get good barbecue anymore in the Carolinas. I mean, the brick and mortars are going away, but these dudes in the food truck, they know what they're doing. If you ever see a food truck barbecue,
Or Freddy's.
or Freddy's for sure, but you gotta pull over and get a sandwich.
This video is brought to you by Kinder, play dates for kids.
Wait, what? When did you get sponsors, Mappy?
Well, you're not getting any, Nick, so I had to do it myself.
Whatever. Rude. Okay, so what's Kinder?
It's like Tinder, but for kids. Parents can screen kids that they want their kids to play with.
I'm not letting my kids go to someone else's house and play with their kids. They probably listen to rap music, or they speak Spanish.
Okay, I don't know about that, Mappy. It seems like you have a lot to think about here.
Maybe we'll just set up a daycare then. The kids can come to us.
Everybody else is doing it. Welcome to Pumpkin Town. This is a little part of South Carolina. We're just probably 20 minutes north of Greenville, which is a wonderful place. They call it Pumpkin Town because back in the late 1700s, when the explorers came through here, there were pumpkins growing everywhere, all throughout this region of South Carolina, kind of in the highlands on the edge of the Appalachians. Pumpkins, pumpkins, pumpkins. They couldn't believe it, so they called it Pumpkin Town. And this Pumpkin Town Opry place is not open today. Clearly, I wish it was. Yeah, pull in by the trucks. And this is the Pumpkin Town General Store and Cafe, owned by the Burgess family since 1938. Famous in these parts. And they're closing in about 10 minutes, so we're just gonna be able to kind of get in there before they closed. And we're lucky. Talk to me about, what's your name? Tell me about this place here.
Bill Alexander. The girls bought me a sign right here. They say I'm Wild Bill.
Where's it? Oh, Wild Bill? Oh, you got all the, okay, so it's, you got your, some businesses don't like to get political. They don't want to alienate people.
I had flags up over every window, had Trump on them. Had two big 4x8 Trump signs outside on the building. And, you know, if they didn't want to come in, they didn't have to. So
you seem to be happy about the direction of the country right now.
Absolutely. It's going in the right direction, I feel like.
Are there any Democrats in this whole county?
I had a couple come in. They would come in, and we didn't get political. But they still came in, even with all the Trump signs and everything.
Yeah,
so
good.
Every Wednesday, they'd go to the flea market in Pickens, and then they'd come in here and eat breakfast.
Tell me about this place. This is how long have you had it? And
I've had it about 8 years. When I bought it, it had a lot of general store stuff in it. The name of the place now is Pumpkin Town General Store and Cafe.
Yeah.
But I bought it and I threw all the general store stuff out and made it all restaurant. And it just really took off. I buy the best food that the supplier has. My hamburger meat's aged 28 days. I have a couple of steaks on the menu. They're aged 28 days. So word just got around and people love it. They keep coming back.
What's it like in Pumpkin Town? What's the area like here? How are the people? What's the way of life?
Slow and easy. That's what I like.
The kids they seem like they're raised with good values in this part of the state.
Absolutely. My wife passed away 6 weeks ago. I got a little girl, 16 years old, working with me. and I was feeling kind of down one day. So she asked me if she could pray for me, and she did. 16 years old. So I think the kids are really going in the right direction.
All right, we got a car coming. We got a quick stop here. Trump 2024. This part of South Carolina is very conservative, about as conservative as it gets. You may not know it, but South Carolina is top 5, I think, in terms of overall red. And the deeper we get into these mountains, the redder it gets. We're starting to see people that still have
there it is right there.
Trump signs. Oh, there it is. We were looking for the famous Pumpkin Town Christmas tree. Look at that, folks. Is there anybody coming behind us? Yes. All right, that is a famous tree that somebody planted that thing years ago, however old that is, maybe 5, if you know anything about trees, however long it took a tree to get that big. And people have come down here and had celebrations, and it's kind of like the local famous Charlie Brown moment for kind of everybody in this general area here. The famous Pumpkin Town Christmas tree. I think even at night it lights up. Yep, there's an extension cord and everything. Little fireplace in here.
Yeah, my gas logs are burning out. I don't know what happened to them.
What is chow chow?
It's like relish.
Okay. Is this like somebody local made this?
Yeah.
Pickled beets and chow chow. Really dreary day. I think the sun's supposed to come out any hour now. We might get a little bit of that at the end, but we might not. It's just about the holidays, and so you get these gray, cold days. It's 46 degrees out, but it's still really cool up here, even if you don't have the sun. Lots of beautiful lakes out here. Here's one called the Lake Kiowa, and there are some really expensive houses along this lake. Opportunity here. Downtown Westminster. All right, we are pretty much at the end of the road here in small town South Carolina land. Behind me is a little Westminster, population 2,500. Good, hardworking people, lots of pride. They love God, they're conservative, good values, all that stuff. This town has seen better days. This was an old railroad and mill hub, and we don't do the railroad stuff anymore. All the mill stuff, the cotton mills, hosiery, socks, shirts, starting in the 1980s, all that stuff. We started making that stuff in Indonesia and China and Asia, NAFTA, all that stuff. We pay, 20 cents for all that stuff when good, hardworking Americans, we just want cheap stuff. So towns like this have seen better days. You can see that there's some abandoned stuff here. There's opportunity, but there's a lot of vacant storefronts here in towns like this. This one is a little bit hit harder than some of the other places that we've seen in South Carolina. That's just how it is. That doesn't make the people here any less genuine. There's just less going on here, less opportunity. The poverty rate is kind of high here. This used to be an apple growing hub. And Kim, if you can kind of show down the main street here, there's still some apple orchards. They don't have that as much here anymore. They have an apple festival in town, I hear, and I hear they have a Bigfoot festival in town. I don't know if Bigfoot actually attends the Bigfoot festival, but this is kind of an idea on what it looks like here in rural South Carolina. And we're gonna go down there and see if we can find anything, and I am out of things to say. There's really not a lot to say here. This is what you get for about the average price here in Westminster. It's the average price is about $270. Yeah, which used to be, again, this was all in the 100s, even 10 years ago. Prices go up, but even this little town has just shot up. And everything kind of in this general area is between 180 and 280, but the average is about 260-ish. All right, we're just about at the end of the road here. Behind me, down that road, where that good old boy in the pickup truck is Georgia. We are right on the South Carolina-Georgia state line, and this is about as South Carolina as it gets. Let me give you a little shot of what's going on over here. We got boiled peanuts, and somebody's doing some stuff over here. We got a church. There's a church on every intersection in this part of South Carolina. We got an old antique store and a Dollar General. That's pretty much what it's like out here in rural Appalachia, South Carolina. A little bit of, there's antique stuff everywhere. All right, what is your name and where are we?
You're in Westminster, outside of Westminster, between Westminster and Nacoa on Highway 123. My name's Kim Marcingill. This business has been established since 1958. My parents owned it, so we took it over, and it's a true antique shop.
How long have you had this shop?
It's been in business since 58, but we took it over after my parents died, so we've had it 30 years.
Uh-huh. And how have you been getting by in this business out here? How have things gone for you?
It has pretty good. It's hit and miss, you know. It's a business you can't really live out of it, but I grew up in it, so we love it. We travel up north twice a year, so we enjoy it.
If there was one thing in here that you thought would be the neatest thing to show me, that you're most, just if you were to pick one thing in this giant store, what would you show me?
The workbench, we sell a lot of those.
Okay.
My husband spends a lot of time on those.
So he makes workbenches or redoes them?
Actually, he redoes them.
He redoes?
Mm-hmm. And this one here, he's just refinished this one. It's got a drawer in the bottom that lets up a little door and stuff, so.
Okay.
It came out of an old store, and it was actually really a seed bin they had in an old grocery store, or general store back then, so. It's very unusual. You never find one with the top on it.
That is.
You find the bottoms a lot of times, but this one's got the tops on it.
I've noticed driving around in rural South Carolina, there's a lot of antique stuff. Some of the main streets, there'll be 5 or 6 stores open, and 4 of them are antiques or older stuff. What?
Most of them is they have booths. There's no true antique store like this one. Mine's got all the old stuff in it, and there's not any reproduction. But you know, when you got booths, it's more glassware and small stuff. But yeah.
And how's it changed around here?
Well, the economy's changed, and more. We've lost all of our mills and stuff around here, so there's really not any jobs around here. But a lot of Atlanta, Greenville, and around's moving in. A lot of the Northerners are moving down here.
How do you feel about that?
I don't like it. It's making our taxes and everything go up. But I understand, because my son lives at Hilton Head, and it's real crowded down here. So it's I like the country life.
What makes you happy?
I have a good life. Yeah. I have my grandbabies. I have my family close by, except my son. And we have good neighbors, good family. I enjoy life.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so there you go. We are at the end of the road here in South Carolina. You can see the sign behind me. I think it says welcome to South Carolina. Across that river, that's Georgia over there. I don't know the name of that river. I should probably know that. But if you go down that road, that is Georgia. Anyway, we saw a lot of interesting stuff here along the way. We started out on the North Carolina border and kind of wound our way around rural South Carolina, Appalachian land for a few days. Met some interesting people, saw some small towns. And there we go. The sun is finally coming out. I am not kidding. That is the first time we have seen the sun. That's not even all the way sun. It's probably going to be coming out in about 20 minutes as soon as we get into Georgia. So no sun on the entire South Carolina trip. I learned a lot. I hope you did too. When you get off the beaten path and you meet some interesting people and you go down dirt roads and all, you meet some really cool people. Good folks, good values, awesome people. There's still a little piece left for you. But I think the people that are in these places are not going to be happy that I'm saying that. Well, that was a good video. Hope you guys enjoyed that report from America. So we've been to every state now, and we know so many great places that most people don't know about. If you're trying to figure out where you should move, I can help. Email me, and I'll tell you about how I can find you the perfect place for you to move to. And if you need a realtor, I can help you with that as well. No one else knows America more than Nick and Kim and Mappy. This is my email. You can also find it in the description or on the channel. Okay, so a lot of people email me and they comment and they say, where should I move, Nick? Well, I do consulting for that, as you know, but a lot of people want to do their own research. So I have published an ebook. That's right. Email me and I'll send you my comprehensive and always updated guide on the best places to move in each state. We're always traveling, so we're always updating the book. Find the best places to live in America from the people who have seen more of America than anyone else. That's true. Google it. Well, hey, Nick Johnson fans. So YouTube's pushing this whole membership thing now, and I think it's great. So I set one up for this channel. If you want to be a member on this channel, you can only do it on your computer right now. They make it hard for some reason. So go and hit join right there, and you can support the channel and join various membership tiers. I'm excited about it because I'm going to post all sort of behind the scenes content, extra interviews, fun Mappy stuff, bonus songs, and more. Just some extra stuff that doesn't make it onto the main channel. So think about becoming a member. Huh, everyone?
You should join. I did.
And if you want to buy some Mappy gear, well, you can find that link in the description as well. You can get shirts, hats, mugs, stickers, hoodies, all kinds of great Mappy merch. Click the link, get some Mappy gear. I'm also on Cameo. If you want me to send you or somebody you know a personalized video message, go to Cameo and search Nick Johnson, or just click the link in the description. Thanks for watching.